Hi guys, welcome to the Gig Economy podcast, the B-side. You know what, Jesper? I think we need a new intro music for the B-side.
I know, we do.
We need to do something special. We're special.
I was just going to say that is an amazing intro.
Thank you. We've used it for a very, very long time.
We made a new one. It's been we're going on year 5 now.
Yeah. Well, not with that same intro though. But
No, I know. But we've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, for sure. Well, tonight, as you know,
fresh stuff.
Right. As you know, every other Wednesday we do the B-side. We interview a gig creator or a gig worker. Tonight's going to be a gig creator. This is Red. And we can't thank her enough for coming on the show and talking about things. So, Red, why don't you tell us who you are, what market you're in if you want to, and then like your primary gig that you do for currently for gig. I know it changes from time to time depending on the season for everybody. So,
hi, Larry. Hi, everybody. You guys, first of all, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming.
Even though I have blue hair, I go by the name Red.
It's always fun to confuse people, right?
The hair color changes. I do it for fun. I work in the Philadelphia market. I am in the suburbs. Here's Cody C. He is my producer.
Ah.
He fixes everything that I break or before I break it.
That's a good producer.
It'd be like, Red, you can't do that. This is why. I go, okay, well, how can I? And he's like, this is how.
Yep.
That's what I do with Jason. I know the role very well. No, I'm kidding.
So, yeah, I'm in the Philadelphia suburbs.
Okay. And what gig do you do primarily?
So DoorDash is king in my market. I have not counted the amount of apps I have, but it's got to be over 10.
Okay, and you're active on all 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that follows the model we always say about having more than one bucket. Because what happens if you get deactivated? Right now, I'm actually having problems with my Uber app. Right now, I'm trying to solve those, but I just have 2 apps. So now I totally get it. I'm
actually probably like 14.
Oh.
My most recent, I was fortunate enough to be pulled off of the Curry wait list by their executives. I have yet to take a Curry order, though.
Okay. Yeah, they can be sporadic.
Yeah, they're just, I mean, I've seen some offers, but I mean, they're just not worth it for me to take. Like, they haven't been in my local area.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jesper tells me that he always teases me about my accountant because when I get all my taxes done, I have like 10 apps that I've made over $600 for in the year, and everything's like an extra $50 every time he's got to file. Was it Schedule C or something like that?
Whatever it is, you have that special program.
Yeah, for sure.
So Red, is that full time or part time? You're doing DoorDash.
I am a full time. 100% of my income comes from gig work.
That's very cool.
Awesome.
And I love it. I would do nothing. Like, I cannot imagine a scenario where I would go to a W-2. I can't imagine a scenario.
So we hear a lot about full-timers where they're really like time and a half, full time and a half, because they work like 60, 70, 80 hours. On an average, how many hours a week do you work? Like gig. I mean, obviously, we all know we do a lot of other things, and we're going to talking about some of those other things tonight that you do. But DoorDash, what do you do on average a week? How many hours?
My active working on app hours probably go between, I'd say, 35-ish to 42-ish.
Oh, so very normal, like a normal job.
Yeah, like a normal job. Well, depending upon what your job is. And you guys are going to see some of my people in here. Hi, Ceci, because I put it on my community post and linked you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Can I ask if you're a top dasher or not?
I actually am a top dasher.
See, that's what you got to do. So real quick, John McCallion, who's been on this show before, you may recognize that name. He is in the community.
Mm-hmm. I know his name.
he had sent me some screenshots. The dude is on the West Coast, and he's up so freaking late. Like, I'll be up in the morning getting ready for work, and he'll be texting me, and I'm like, bro, like, it's late. You got a real job now. But he said that he had sent me some screenshots. Sorry, and it's called Dasher Rewards, and Grand Rapids is one of the markets that it's supposedly going to hit.
I heard about this.
Yes.
Hi, Vinny. Here's my guy, Vinny. So remember I told you after this, I'm going over to Rideshare Garage.
Yeah.
That's Vinny there.
Okay, nice.
So you have to remember, you have to all come now sign up for the special app that our Telegram group, so you can come in and start talking with us.
So
Absolutely.
we need more people in the Telegram group.
So this reward thing is basically, it's kind of like a mini Top Dasher. I don't know if you were able to get to look at.
I did. I know about it. I looked at it online. I listened to a couple content creators explain it. I've listened to Sin City Deliveries. He did a fantastic job going through it.
Excellent.
I listened to Pedro going through it.
What is the consensus from everybody?
Well, I guess it depends upon how you choose to work the DoorDash app, right? Like, you're not going to please everybody all of the time. So I'm a Top Dasher. I am in the large order program. Matter of fact, I'm in all the DoorDash programs. So for me, nothing's going to change.
Yeah, it'll be the same.
What I think I might experience is actually more large offers.
Okay.
Because, I mean, my acceptance rate is almost always over 70. So I don't foresee me falling out of that category range. Yeah. And if I do, it's going to be for like 1 or 2 orders.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't advocate taking garbage.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to shovel a little crap to get, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, you got to take the good with the bad. I mean, I've kind of flipped my stance on it. I used to have like a 13% acceptance rate. And then as I was looking towards the future, I'm like, okay, I need to do something about it. So they offered me a reset for May. And so now mine's 75%. And for the most part, once in a blue moon, I get a completely shitty one and I decline that one. But for the most of it, I mean, like, if Gary's apps say it's green, then I'm going to take it, even though it's a little less than what my standard was, just to try to get into that, that Top Dasher program.
So listen, let me tell you about my morning yesterday. So, and trust me, I wasn't happy with any of the first 5 offers I took.
Yeah.
To me, they were all garbage, but I took them because with my stats, if that's what's hitting my phone, that's what's available.
Ah, I see. That's
so
interesting.
Either I take it or I'm going to sit and go like, oh my God.
Right.
So I did 5 offers. Not one of them paid more than $6. None of them paid less than 5, but not one was even more than 6. After 5 offers, I was at $28. It took me an hour and maybe 5 or 6 minutes, and I drove 8.9 miles.
That's not bad.
I mean, tell me, really, is that bad miles to money ratio?
No, it's not.
And I started at, I want to say, it was noon on a Tuesday.
Yeah, you can't be too choosy at noon on a Tuesday.
I mean, I went out late, and my acceptance rate went up 5 points, probably.
So you've been doing, so you're full-time, and then how long have you been doing gig work? Like, Jesper and I started in 2016 as far as when Uber and Lyft were around, but there was nothing else around. So do you go back that far?
No. So here's my history. So my background, I am college educated. I have a degree in sociology, psychology with a focus on criminal justice.
Okay.
I, for years, worked in the court systems. I was child support enforcement. And then I started designing jewelry.
Okay.
And selling it online. And I'm telling you, it's bizarre how I ended up here. And I was working so much, married, raising 2 girls, and it was just too much.
Yeah.
So I had to make a decision. So I left my government job and did jewelry.
Okay.
And I did well. I did very well. But I was getting kind of depressed because I'm in the house working alone.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. Absolutely.
So I went to Cracker Barrel and worked in the gift shop just to get out of the house and be social.
Yeah.
Got divorced. Needed to make more money. Knew I did not want to go back into the field I had been in.
Fair.
I was done dealing with other people's crap. And so I saw these girls, mind you, I'm in the gift shop, but I was seeing the servers every day coming out with money hand over foot. And I'm like, that's what I'm going to do.
Right.
So I became a server. Well, that wasn't enough for me. And then I progressed and I became restaurant management. Fast forward a couple years and the pandemic hits. I'm a restaurant manager and I get laid off.
Oh, man.
So I'm sitting at home during the pandemic and financially I'm fine, right? Because I'm getting unemployment and that extra $600. But back up, I'm the social person, right?
Yeah.
I'm depressed in the house. What the hell am I going to do? I get an email hits from DoorDash that says, hey, you can make X, Y. And I'm like, I don't even like to drive. Literally don't like to drive. Signed up for DoorDash and I loved it. I got about a year later. So not only did I sign up for DoorDash, and I signed up for Grubhub and Uber Eats, and I'm just loving it. I work when I want.
Yep.
It's my social time. I work in the market I live in. So I already know the merchants just from living here. And they now have become my new friends.
Yeah.
And my new coworkers. And then I get recalled to work.
Ooh.
I got the dreaded phone call.
Time to come back, Red.
And I did so I felt a sense of obligation.
Obligated. Yep. Absolutely.
And I was miserable. So actually, if you go back in my content, my very first video I ever did was, oh my God, I want to quit my job. I want to quit my day job. Because I regretted it. And I did it out of obligation to somebody else's needs and business.
Yep. Yeah, I don't fault you for that. I mean, that's what a lot of people do, and you got to do what you got to do, right? Like, I don't fault anybody. I try to be, when I get after people taking poor orders and stuff like that, I try not. I used to be really not hateful, but like, come on, why are you taking? But I'm like, I don't know their situation, so like they got to do whatever they got to do, and I got to respect that. So. Well, I'm glad you're in the gig world because I love it too. I'm not full time. I'm a bus driver, but I do gig on the side. In the summertime, I do mostly full time gig. So I am in the thick of it right now. But let's switch gears. Talk about creation because you have a YouTube channel and you have this thing called Gig Wars. Let's tell me a little bit like a 60-second what Gig Wars are, and then we'll go from there.
So Gig Wars is competition between drivers.
Okay.
It just makes our job more fun and we're not alone. Gig warriors, what we call them warriors, we've become each other's co-workers, if you will. We're the water cooler. Yeah. Right? Where you hang out. So we're not about tips and tricks. I mean, we share them with each other when things happen.
Right.
Be like, oh my God, I'm having an issue. And we're like, hey, we do this. But mostly we just hang out.
Yeah.
While we're working and we're each other's, we become friends, almost like family. Like Ceci, she's like my girl. I have met her in person. I've had dinner with her.
Oh, nice. So backing up a little bit, did you create content before this Gig Wars channel? Like, do you have another?
Yeah.
I noticed you didn't give me that link, and I just was curious what you did on YouTube before you started creating this Gig Wars.
No, it's the same channel. I just changed my name.
Perfect.
So I was rolling with Red. I have the name Red because it's my nickname from my boyfriend. That's just, I'm Red. There's a reason behind it. I'm not going to share that. It's irrelevant. And I was just rolling with Red because I'm going to be out in my car.
Yeah.
And I just did live streams because for real, I don't want to be editing videos.
Oh,
I can if I have to, but why? My whole purpose for being here is to interact and get to know people. I can't do that through a video.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't.
The live streams are my favorite. We live stream on Wednesdays, and then I upload it to the audio world, the podcast world on Monday. I do edit that one because that's just kind of what I do. I like to make sure it has good sound. But with the live streams, it's like, whatever. So, okay. So we have this Gig Wars thing. You talked about the water cooler thing. Is there a chat function in this app? Because like Jesper and I were talking the Telegram, which we use, which we have a community with people all over the country. It's to do that water cooler talk. So I was just curious if that app has that feature.
Currently, it does not.
Okay.
But that's what the channel is for.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I have the premium. I have a premium version of StreamYard so I can host 10 people.
Okay.
Yep.
On panel. I have given powers. I'm just going to call it powers because I don't know the word. To people who I trust because I can't be there all of the time. So there's always somebody there who can bring you up, or people who are up there will have powers to bring other people up.
Yeah.
Like the channel itself is the water cooler.
Okay. Yeah, I shared our Telegram link. I would tell you, I'd love you to join mine, but if you do create your own, it's an amazing app. And it's real-time communication. Think of it as instant messenger. What am I in the 90s again? Think of it as like Facebook Messenger, but like on steroids. As far as the things that you can do in it. I mean, you can even live stream in it. It's pretty cool.
It is cool.
Yeah, so that's our community. If you want to join it, there's people. We even have a fan that's coming to the States from New Zealand. That she's coming in September. So really like that. Jesper talks about that all the time. The community, like being a gig worker, is kind of lonely.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, no, exactly. I mean, I would have probably quit driving for Uber or Lyft a long time ago if I didn't have the community. There's no doubt.
Yeah. So this Gig Wars is an app that tell us how people can participate in it.
So first, you have to download the app. Obviously, it's available at the Google Play Store and the iOS Play Store. Real easy way to get to it is Gary'sApps.com.
Yep, I downloaded it.
You can see all of his other apps also. Install the app. You input your information. So we ask, what state are you in? What kind of vehicle do you drive? And what platforms do you work on? And the reason we ask you to do that is because so that other drivers can see your profile and be like, hey, I want to challenge this driver.
Okay.
Like, hey, this person works in my state. They use the same apps I use. I want to have a war with them.
Okay.
So the user can create their own. So you can challenge a user directly if you're a premium user. So, I mean, there's different functions, right?
Yeah.
Anybody can use it for free and never pay.
Yeah.
But obviously there's a paid version that has other features. But the fact that you can challenge another user is the reason and the sole reason we ask for what vehicle do you use? Where do you live? Not where do you live like your house address, but market, platforms.
So do you ask for any login information for the platforms, or is this just on an honor system, just typing in numbers?
Correct. It is the user puts in their own information. we do not, there is no login. We do not connect to any of your accounts.
Okay.
I would hope that you don't make your login information any of your login information for an actual app. Like, come on, people, never do that. Not that we would, I just would never suggest that you do that anywhere. Like, keep that stuff completely separate.
Well, a lot of apps out there, Red, you do connect, like Moves Financial, that kind of stuff. So they do have access to all that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, not us.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's totally fine. I just want to be clear for people about that. I was perusing your promo video, and I saw someone was saying that someone got deactivated from your apps or some bullshit like that. I was like, okay,
I'm more than happy to address all that. Yeah.
Oh no, you don't have to now. I just thought it was hilarious.
Actually, I don't mind I really don't mind addressing it at all.
Yeah. Jesper, you got a question?
No, I'm just so interested in listening to this. I'm trying to figure out. I think in my mind, and sorry, I'm so quiet. I'm trying to figure out how the app actually works. So you go in, and you tell you what you're in, and you ask somebody for a war, and then what happens? So you go in and you say how much money I made that day, and then you win the war. And how does that work?
Like, one of my favorite wars is shopping wars. I like to shop. I start a war. I call it shopping wars, right? Okay. And then because I create the war, I make the rules. So I decide, and when I say, I don't mean me. I mean, it could be you. It could be you. It could be anybody. Sure. It's your war, right? So I say DoorDash, Uber Eats, because they're shopping on Uber Eats, Instacart. Those are the platforms that I'm going to allow. And you, as an app user, say, hey, you know what? I enjoy shopping. I want to join the war. So every time you do a shopping order, if you want to, after each order, or maybe you want to do it at the end of the day, you add your numbers to that war total.
Oh, nice.
Say, well, okay, I did. Okay, let's say you do it at the end of the day, right? So today I did 4 shopping orders. I drove 12 miles. I made $114 on my shops. Tomorrow, if you have shopping orders, you also enter. Now, mind you, you get to choose. It could be a 1-day war. It could be a 7-day war. I don't know. You make the rules.
Okay.
Where are we at here? I'm sorry.
We're talking about the war. And so somebody. So what happens then? Let's say it's a 1-day war. So what happens after the 1 day?
It's really just bragging rights between you and whoever, right?
Nice. Okay.
Now, we have official wars. That gets a little different.
Oh.
So I have 2 accounts in the app. I have me personally, so that I mean, it all started because I like competition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So Red plays. I get in those wars. But Gig Wars Official has an account. If Gig Wars Official randomly hops into your war, they don't have to play. They just show up. That means your war is official.
Okay. So
the winner of that war will get an exclusive merchandise that we will send to you.
Okay.
Nice.
It's a winner circle shirt. It is not available for sale.
Right.
Obviously, you're only going to get it if you respond to my email, right? Like, and I don't do that at this point because I don't have enough user engagement on the actual Gig Wars Official channel to be able to communicate with you. But I mean, we're new, and eventually going forward, that will happen.
Right.
Also, Gary sponsors the channel. And so winners of Official Wars get a month free subscription of one of his apps. Initially, we capped it. It was the Duh app, but we know not everybody uses DoorDash, right? Like, we have rideshare only drivers. So you get to pick what app you want. You get 1 month free of the premium version. You also get a month free of premium version of the Gig Wars app.
Nice.
But we did just host 2 official wars. We had the Rideshare Lisa Discord war, and the winner of that was the Rational Driver. So he's going to get a month of free Gig Wars premium version. He's going to get, he's probably going to choose Maximo, and he'll also get a t-shirt. And then the winner of the Weekend Warrior app, they'll get the same things.
Yeah, I like that you make it exclusive. Like the shirt can't be bought. I think that's kind of cool.
And I think right now there's only 3 people have that shirt.
Yeah, very cool.
Nice.
That sounds like fun. I love that. I love that it's on the honor system, but I'm skeptical of that. But obviously, if you like freaking, do Instacart and you make and you put in you made $400, like you're full of shit. Like if you're gonna cheat, you know what I mean? It just seems stupid to even cheat on that.
Right. So, and we realize this, right? So remember, we're in the very, very early stages of development.
Right.
So right now, if it's an official war and we're giving you things, you have to prove your shit.
Oh, good.
So currently what they do is they email me at gigwarsofficial@gmail.com their screenshots.
Sure.
I'm not asking for, it's a simple, this is what you made today. You hit that little button and you email it to me. Do I have a loser circle shirt? No, I don't.
She would have to give way too many of those away.
Listen, I don't think any gig warriors are actual losers.
I know.
Yeah, I love that. Love that.
I still think it would be a funny shirt, though.
It would be. And here we also have this. So I refer to them as unofficial wars, right? Because it's not one that's sponsored by us and we're not giving you products. But if you're in a war with like a couple of people and you call bullshit, you're like, dude, I just don't believe you. We have a live stream. It is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Wow.
You hop in there and go on panel and be like, bro, I don't believe you. You're full of shit. Put your phone up. So there are ways to verify.
Yeah.
And I would say this. Nobody likes a liar or a cheater, right? Mm. So if that's what you're about, the other people in the app are going to figure you out.
For sure.
Later. We're not stupid people, right? And I don't mean me and Gary. I mean all of us collectively. Nobody's going to want to hang out and play with you.
Right.
Well, exactly.
And they're going to call you out in the chat and be like, you know what? Like user Momo face over there is a liar.
Yeah.
Right.
So I have a question about the app. I'm on the main screen. I haven't done anything other than just put my email and password in. So it's got the winner's circle and it's got like 7 people up there, and it has 0 totals for today, but then it has cumulative. What is that from? Is that from this week? Is that from since the app started? What is that?
That would have been, and I'm not even in the app right now. What is the number?
There's like 7 people. It's the main screen. So it's got,
hold on, let me open.
So it's got 7 people.
Oh, winner's circle?
Yeah.
That was official wars.
Okay.
And that number up there is the total from the winners of each war.
Okay. Because somebody had 30. The first guy had like almost $3,500, then $2,600.
Yeah, that's token. I'm not even in the app, and I can tell you that's token from the 4th war. That was top dashers versus non-top dashers. Am I right? Token.
Yeah, you're right. How many days was that? Was that like
that was a 7-day war, and those guys worked their asses off.
Jeez.
And I can tell you this: Token did not have a single paying order greater than it's either $25 or $30.
Damn, he must have worked so much.
Now I'm going to tell you one thing that is somewhat concerning for me is that I don't want anybody to do anything that is unsafe.
Right.
So for that particular war, because I was dealing with 6 guys who their level of competitiveness is off the chain.
Yeah.
So they were fun to watch, but for me, it was a little nerve-wracking because I was like, I didn't realize like these guys need warnings.
Yeah.
I'm like, how much have you slept? Like, no, go.
I feel like you need a disclaimer in the app saying, please, please take care of yourself, have fun, but get some sleep, drink some water,
Absolutely. Yeah. That was an amazing war. That war was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Wow.
Well, Red, this has been amazing. I like this idea. Yep. I don't think I could ever be in a top winner circle because I try to work as least as possible to hit my goals, and then I'm out.
That's also the point too.
Yeah. So could I work a ton more hours and try to do that? Yeah, but I think I will try. Or whenever you guys, do something official or whatever. I see Gary's in here. That seems kind of shady. I have to question him a little bit.
You're going to question the developer?
Yeah, I will. And I will question him all day long. Gary, you're cheating. No, I'm just kidding. I'm surprised he's not in here giving me shit.
He's busy. He's on another interview. I'm like, we're very busy this week because you touched on it. The extremely, how can I word this? Reckless. I'm going to say it as nicely as I can. The reckless information that was put out with no facts.
Gotcha.
We're very busy doing a little cleanup, and it actually worked in our benefit because,
of course,
now everybody's talking about it.
Of course, it's good for business.
Absolutely.
Look at Bud Light. It's good for business. So, well, anyways, I will let you go. I know you have another interview at 9, so you can get ready for that. We usually keep these about a half hour, so I appreciate that. Everyone go to Red's channel. Definitely, the links are in the description, and please go check her out and the channel out and get involved with that. Download the app. That would be great. Yeah, I appreciate you, Red.
One final thing, Jason, I want to say.
Yes.
There's a verified link in there,
mm-hmm.
and you can hit verified. And then what we do is, so you get a check mark, so people know if they ever enter a war with you, they are with actually you and not somebody pretending to be you.
Oh,
nice.
Also, it auto links to your YouTube channel, so they can just click in, and then I add you to the featured section of my channel, which I know today isn't much because I'm still small, but one day that might be huge. I don't know. But
yeah, okay.
When I see verified channels in there, I immediately put them to the featured section.
Nice. That's a good idea to do that. So, all right, Red. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate all your fans that came in here. I appreciate the love. If check out the show, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome. We also anywhere podcasts are listened, this always goes on an audio version of that too. If you just want to listen while you're working, so I appreciate it. Have a good night, y'all.
Thank you so much,
guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
This podcast is produced and edited by Hey Guys Media Group. Want to start a podcast? Check out heyguysmediagroup.com.